Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody, and welcome to Potty Training Without Pressure. I am the Potty Training Professor. This is where you'll have the opportunity to come in, speak with me for a short amount of time, nonetheless, getting your questions answered. You might be spinning your wheels, you might not know which direction to go in, but be clear. Once you get a part of the information that I have to give, you'll be able to successfully move forward. And that is the goal, to successfully move forward. No more spinning our wheels, trying to figure out what can we do, trying not to pull our hair out. Those won't be options anymore. We'll be able to confidently be successful moving forward. Get the answers that we desperately have been looking for some of us way too long. Good morning, good morning. Come on in and join the beauty bands, as I like to call it sometimes. Because when you look good, you feel good. So I hope you all have brought your notes with you. Please keep in mind, and I will probably be mentioning this throughout, that if you did not get an opportunity or you do not get an opportunity to come up in the box to speak with me for various reasons, don't feel that all hope is lost, because there's opportunities to pick up my step-by-step guide and or to book a one-on-one coaching session with me. So please don't feel that if you did not get an opportunity to speak with me directly, that you are still going to be lost or you're not going to be able to get the help that you need. So what I want some of you to do is to consider your level of urgency. Some of you can't take another day. Some of you cannot take another day of not knowing. I do have help for autistic children. So Diara, is it? You may come up in the box. You get a good 5 minutes to ask me some questions. Now, also, I need you all to understand, in order for me to give you a professional, customized plan, I will require an hour. That is why I suggest booking me for a session, because I'm only able to do but so much in a short amount of time. So please come up in the box and ask your questions. But yes, I do. I have a step-by-step guide for parents with children on the spectrum. So that is an option if you do not or are not able to come up in the box to ask those questions directly. So you won't have to feel some type of way that you won't be able to get your questions answered. It comes with my step-by-step guide, in addition to 6 additional pages of areas of concern that parents have in regards to their children on the spectrum and with potty training. So it talks a lot about challenging behaviors, issues with going number 2, positive reinforcement, using visual supports, the picture exchange system, sensory sensitive. So there are quite a bit of areas of concern that is in that step-by-step guide that you might want to pick up. And if you're looking for that and you don't know where to pick it up, you will go to the LINK and my BIO. Make sure you go to the digital products tab and look for that button that reads specific abilities. That's what you would want. So remember, we're now taking parents into the box. So as the comments are rolling, I won't be able to address them directly because parents now have an opportunity to come up in the box. Please bring your questions in the box. That's the difference and the direction that we're going, because this is now a podcast. So please bring your concerns and your questions. Click that request button to come up. Again, if you don't have that ability, then you might not want to just, shrug your shoulders and say, oh, well, I guess I won't be able to be assisted, because you do have an opportunity to book a one-on-one call with me. Again, go back to the BIO and you want to click on discovery call. That will give you that 1 hour that will allow me to give you a customized plan for you and your child. Because as you all already know, everybody's situation is different. So I would need to hear all the details in regards to what's going on with your child, what is going on with their environment. Some of you have 2-parent households. separate households and are co-parenting, and you need to navigate through that. So in order for me to know that, we're going to need a lot more than 5 minutes. Good morning. Good morning. Thank y'all for tapping up the screen. Let's get these numbers ran up because, again, we're going to have you all in the box. So let's get these numbers up, run these numbers up, chat, and let's share out the live and repost if you have that option so we can get your questions answered. That's what this is all about. So people will be able to hear the dialogue between myself and parents to assist them through this process. Okay? I'm not going to be able to coach you through the comments. You got to click that request button so I can see if I can give you a good head start. 5 minutes is going to give you a good head start. Okay? But in order for me to professionally customize a plan, I can't do it through the comments. I need you to come up in here, ask the questions that you need, or if you don't have that opportunity, then again, you might want to pick up that step-by-step guide. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Potty Training Without Pressure.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm blessed.
Good. So, yeah, I had a quick question. So, my son just turned 3, and he's been in childcare full time for quite some time now. And I thought I had gotten the potty training down pretty well. He was peeing on the potty consistently. He never had peeing accidents, but I did have trouble getting him to go number 2 in the potty. So I had him in underwear the entire time, other than when he was sleeping. I did put a pull-up on him, and he would just keep pooping in his underwear. And I would try to catch him in the moment as often as possible and put him on the potty. But he just never would initiate that on his own. So the daycare eventually asked that I put him back in pull-ups while he's there because the pooping constantly in the underwear was becoming like a hazard. So now I feel like we've regressed a bit, and I'm just wondering maybe if you have some tips on how to get him to initiate that process of going number 2 in the potty on his own so we can get back on track at the daycare.
Well, I'm sorry that they made the decision for him to go back into pull-ups. I wish that wasn't the case because it would cause regression. Children have a trust issue when it comes to going number 2, and I would have hoped that they would know that. But some people that work in childcare do not know all the things in regards to potty training, so I can't always fault them for that. I have several hacks for children that you can try to assist them in going number 2 because it's such a challenge. One of them is trying to give a child semi-privacy by creating a poop tent of some sort so that they are not necessarily always in the eyes of the parents so that they can release. And a lot of it is trusting their own bodies because they have a fear of releasing. So certain positions can aid them in releasing, such as the bird squat, where you will have the child stand on the toilet carefully and squat so that they can release. That's been helpful, and I have several different hacks. A lot of times, if children wait to get that pull up on when they go to sleep, you can put that pull up on the bottom part of the toilet. So you lift the lid up, the seat up, and secure the pull up open side up, secure it with tape, and put the toilet seat back down. Have your child sit on the toilet, and they will have a connection and a comfort to release onto the pull up.
Right. Okay.
So you can try that. I would really hope that they would get back on board with you because what it's going to mean is at some point, we're going to have to get back into the underwear and do planned sittings and give him reminders to make sure that he is back on track. But they're kind of backing you up quite a bit by having him in pull-ups all day when he's keeping underwear dry.
Right. Yeah, he's always kept the underwear dry. I would go pick him up and he had not one accident in regards to peeing all day long. So he was doing amazing, and now it just feels like a huge bummer. to go back, like you said. But yeah, I appreciate that. I think by getting him more comfortable at home, it'll work out better at the daycare. And I think I didn't do quite enough to make him as comfortable at home before starting that there. So I'm going to work on that at home, number one. So thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Bye.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome into Potty Training Without Pressure. Before I take the next call, I just want to alert you all what it is that we're doing. Thank you all for tapping the screen. Thank you all for hitting the follow button. We are taking 5-minute calls with parents to try to get you a head start and some questions answered for you in regards to potty training. Please keep in mind that in order for me to professionally assess your situation and to customize a plan for you, I would need more than the 5 minutes. So, come in the box, get your 5-minute question answered, or there's the opportunity to book a 1-hour coaching session with me. In 1 hour, I will be able to get that needle moving in your potty training gauge. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm doing well. Thank you for taking my call. So, I have a 3-year-old. He turned 3 yesterday. We have been sitting on the potty consistently, probably for like 5 months. I started putting him on there. Like I said, no pressure. Let me start by saying he's nonverbal. He doesn't speak. He understands most things, though. He's very bright. He's just not speaking yet. So I think my question is how do I implement him getting to communicate when he has to go or when he feels like he needs to go? Sitting on the potty is not dramatic. He thinks it's fun. We smile, we sing. He has a good time while he's sitting there. He's curious. He looks down in the toilet, things like that. But I think my concern is going to be how to learn his cues if he can't verbally say potty or things like that.
So what we want to start with is the routine itself is going to be what teaches your child their cues.
Okay.
So what we want to do first is let me ask you, how often are you taking him to the bathroom and what is he wearing?
We do right now, like I said, without communication, we do the mornings. As soon as he gets up, I put him on before nap, after nap, and same at bedtime, just trying to get him comfortable with being in the potty. I let him come in there when normally if I sit down and go on the potty, he'll touch his potty like he wants to sit too, not necessarily to go, but to sit on the potty and be a big boy and go kind of thing. So I'm not doing like the every 15, 20 minutes or things like that. We're just like at our starting point now. So I'm just trying to figure out what would be the best path to take.
And what is he wearing when you take him?
I take off his, he wears diapers, but when we go into the potty, I take everything off waist down.
Okay. So what I would recommend first, is we're going to have to amp up the 3 times a day. In order to get him to understand his cues and his urges, we're going to have to amp up the 3 times a day. So we're going to need to get on an hourly time frame, and we're going to need to introduce underwear. So when those accidents happen, he understands the wetness. Now, the part about him communicating, again, through these accidents and you communicating with him that we put it into the toilet and you reiterating what we put into the toilet, because you're going to demonstrate that by doing that on an hourly basis, his body is going to begin to understand. He's going to begin to understand his body throughout that repetition of activity. We're going to have to move to the underwear because without it, him continuing with the diaper, there is nothing that is going to signal what is going on with his body and where he needs to put it, because he's still wearing the same items that he's always worn. There is not anything that is creating a new normal for him.
Okay, like a discomfort. He needs to feel that this isn't okay.
And so there are several communication options to use with children that are nonverbal. As I had mentioned, I do have a very detailed step-by-step guide for children who are nonverbal, maybe speech delayed, or possibly on the spectrum. And it does give quite a bit of examples on how to communicate with children using a picture exchange system as well as visual supports in order to combine them with the actions that you're going to be taking by creating that established routine of hourly.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, because once you begin with that routine, he's going to begin to understand, and then you can add in that communication piece, such as the potty signal, which is the thumb going between the index finger and the middle finger, all fingers crossed with that thumb sticking up, and that sign going side to side. That is the potty sign in sign language.
Okay, thank you very much for that. I will start implementing that.
You're welcome, and I wish you well on your potty training endeavors.
Thank you. You have a blessed day.
You're welcome. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Potty Training Without Pressure. I know there are some parents in the comments mentioning that they can't necessarily come up to the box, but can I focus on the questions? I just need you all to understand that in this point in time, there are 0 moderators. It is just me. So then it would be a multitask situation to read the comments and talk with individuals at the same time. Now, I can be somewhat of a superwoman, but I can't do the impossible. So keep in mind and just be patient with me. And again, there is an opportunity for you to all book a call with me if you do not have this opportunity. So I don't want y'all to feel like you have no options, right? The option is, if you can't get in the box to get a 5-minute question answered, you do have an option to book me one-on-one. Keep in mind, even though I am assisting parents and answering questions, I am still not customizing plans in a 5-minute conversation. So I need you all to understand that. If you want more, you're going to have to do the rest, okay? 5 minutes is only going to get you a slice of the iceberg. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm doing fabulous. Can't you tell?
So I have a question. My daughter is 3 years old. She knows when she has to go potty. Well, she has to go number 1. However, she refuses to go unless I tell her. I try to get her to go every 30 minutes. But I'm a single mom. I work from home. So every 30 minutes sometimes is just not possible. And if I do not tell her, she will just go on herself. I have tried the free balling. She will pee everywhere but the potty when I do that. And I do not know what else to do.
Well, you're definitely in the right place. So one thing that I will start off with is congratulations for taking charge and entering into what I like to call the trenches in the potty training process. A lot of parents don't even take that first step. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Secondly, when you mentioned that if you do not tell her to go to the bathroom, that she will have an accident, correct?
Yes.
So do you believe that if you do tell her and that remains the routine to stick with, do you think that's going to help her and not have an accident?
Yes. We've gone, actually, the longest we've gone is a whole 4 or 5 days, no accidents, but me consistently like putting a timer on every 30 minutes and telling her to go use the restroom. And I thought we had it down. And as soon as I didn't have a moment to tell her, she went on herself.
Well, I would also add that the word refusal to me, refusal, fighting, screaming, or crying, or anything like that, those words trigger too often. So you were correct in saying that the 30 minutes was too much. It indeed is. And so what we want to focus on is a hourly time frame. And even though you are in the predicament to work from home, hopefully that hourly time frame will be more doable and be more flexible to be able to get her to the bathroom. So again, I would not rely on her telling you anything. I
Okay.
would stay on that 1 hour. And I know you've tried the bottomless. I don't prefer it. That's not my method of choice. We prefer underwear in this university.
Okay.
So we would use underwear and we would continue that hourly timeline. We're not asking any questions. We're letting her know it's time to go potty.
Okay. So have underwear on at home.
Absolutely.
When I go outside, do I put pull-ups on her?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Okay.
Training continues when we leave the house.
Okay, so just full panties moving forward.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I could do that.
Now, you all, I just want you all, and I reiterate this, that I'm making short, small assessments in a 5-minute timeline, but I do full coaching sessions that will take an hour. So I don't want you to still feel like I'm still lost, because there's a lot more that goes into each scenario that is going to take time to customize. So I just want to put that out there, that it's going to get your head start, but there's still more to what I can be able to do for you if we had longer to be able to talk outside of this.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Bye. Good morning. Good morning. We are changing lives, as I have been doing for some time. But you all get to witness it, because you all have not had the opportunity to witness the two-way conversations with me and other parents, right? So absolutely. Hey, Tawana, good morning. Absolutely, children are to stay in underwear. If you have made the decision to begin potty training, training still continues in the car. Training still continues in the store. And so that's not the opportunity that we want to take and be scared. We don't want that to happen at all. Let me put some people out their misery. Some people they only get certain attention when they get into somebody's life. And I help them out with that. I just block. But anyhow, we want to make sure that we continue with our potty training even when we leave the house. Okay. Also keep in mind, for those who have questions and you can't make it in the box for whatever reason, you might want to pick up that step-by-step guide. If a one-on-one hour is not for you at this moment, your second best option to get through this potty training process will be picking up my step-by-step guide. Okay. So you click on the LINK and my BIO, and then you go to digital products, look for the button that says step-by-step guide. Thank me later. Well, I did click on a call. I don't know what happened. Okay, let's try it again.
Hello?
Good morning. Uh-oh.
I have a 7-year-old boy who has autism, and we got him down with going potty in the pee. Like, he's perfect at it, he's been great at it, but I'm having so much trouble with the poop. I take him every hour or maybe every 2 hours, and I remind him constantly because he needs that reminder.
Mm-hmm.
And he will still poop on himself no matter how many times I give him fiber medicine, because I know he doesn't do very well with his fiber with his doctor. Even his teachers are struggling. He doesn't want to go to the bathroom sometimes when it comes to poop. And I don't want to force him, because I don't want him to be scared of it, because I know sometimes like kids can grow a fear from it, because I'm a teacher, but I just can't get him to stop pooping on himself. I've tried everything. I've tried rewards. I've tried like stickers. I've tried things he likes. I've tried taking the iPad away. It's just like too much. Like, I don't know what else to do.
Is he wearing underwear?
Yes, he wears underwear all the time. I don't believe in diapers. I feel like he needs to wear underwear every single day. I don't care if he pees on himself or he poops on himself. I just want him to do the poop in the toilet.
So let me ask you what your resources are in regards to his autism. Do you thank you, Bree. Somebody was asking, is he in ABA therapy at all?
No, he's not, because he's high functioning. So they said that he doesn't qualify for that.
Oh,
So
wow.
since he's high functioning, they said because he's verbal, he's able to express his emotions, he's able to do all those things. He's just in a cluster program in
Right.
school where he has that extra support with someone who can wipe him, someone who can remind him. Like he wouldn't get that in a normal classroom setting.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only resources we have. I did pay for a dietitian because I know that he's having trouble eating things. Like he's stuck on like a certain like 10 foods maybe. That's all he'll eat. Like
Mm-hmm.
at all. So I know I talked to the doctor about fiber and I just cannot get him to poop in the toilet like consistently. Like he'll do it sometimes, but like it's like always like streaks, there's always poo, and it doesn't bother him at all. He's not fazed by it.
Now, I know that there's been some discussion on the vitamin C train as well as the Miralax train. And I do understand that there's an entire movement. It's called the Miralax movement. I am aware. But I was
Uh-huh.
just curious on where you landed in regards to that. Has your pediatrician even mentioned using vitamin C to help kind of push?
Never vitamin C. I know that they recommended Mary like the Miralax. They
Mm-hmm.
told me to try to give him a little bit in his juice, but I'm a little bit concerned in him having diarrhea from that. Like if it's too much, you know. I've
Well,
never tried
usually
it.
if you utilize and I let me put this out there that I am not giving medical advice, but what I do know is if you utilize the dosage properly,
Uh-huh.
then it is really just enough to kind of soften it. They should
Okay.
call it a stool softener, but it should assist with getting the ball rolling. And it
Yeah.
shouldn't cause like a loose bowel or anything like that. So I
Okay.
would recommend checking with your pediatrician on that vitamin C. And
Okay.
again, giving him your concerns in regards to Miralax. In addition to that, I have a couple of videos that focus on different poop hacks that you might want to try. There's
Okay.
a certain way that children prefer to sit or
Okay.
squat on the toilet that
Okay.
gets them really interested in. So I have a video talking about the bird squat.
Mm-hmm.
There is a video discussing poop chocolates, where it's consisting of chocolate chips and coconut oil.
Oh.
And when you make it and put them in chocolate molds, it kind of will help get that
Like let
regularity
it get
going as
out.
well.
Yeah.
So you can try those different things, but it seems like he's got that goal pretty much working for himself with wearing underwear, going on a
Yeah.
regular basis, but just trying to navigate the poop. The poop is definitely a problem,
It
even at
is.
this age, as you can already
Oh,
see.
like he's 7. This is crazy. But I try not to get frustrated because he has autism. I'm trying to understand that every kid's different. Every kid is different. So I'm just trying my best. I don't know what else to do.
Definitely try watching a couple of my videos for
Of
the
course.
poop packs, because a lot of times children just require a certain level of privacy. That poop
Okay.
tent could be helpful. And you'd be surprised what he will do if he doesn't have all eyes on him at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that out then. I'm gonna go on your page, watch a few videos, and see what I can do, and then I'll get back to you if it works.
Okay, yes, definitely. And make sure you mention it in the comments so we can also see that as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. It's so nice
You're
talking to you.
welcome.
Bye.
Bye. Well, I'm inviting people up. Oh,
Hello.
hello, good morning.
Hello. I just wanted a little bit of advice, really. My daughter, she's 8 years old, and she's got special educational needs.
Okay.
She's dry in the daytime, but she wears nappy pants at night because she just sleeps solid and she just doesn't get up to go to the toilet in the night. Do you think that you'd be able to give me any advice as to start getting her dry through the night?
Yes. So what I will say is a lot of times there are different reasons for why children are still wetting at night. And after we've gone through a certain time frame, we're looking at the maturity of the bladder. What we also want to look at after a certain time has gone by is the hormones. And a lot of times children are not producing enough of the anti-diuretic hormone. And so they overproduce the amount of urine while they're sleeping.
Right.
And it also could have to do with whether or not how they're utilizing their pelvic floor. Have you talked to a pediatrician pertaining to this yet?
Yeah, because I listened to the lady before, and my daughter, she's got sensory in the mouth, so she's better at eating now than she was. She was on a very limited diet. It was the same food all the time. It's better now, and my doctors gave her Laxido to help with constipation, and said that we will deal with the constipation first.
Okay.
And empty the bladder and take the weight off the bladder to see if that will signal for her to go toilet through the night.
Yes.
Now, I've been doing that for some time with her, which has really helped her going for a poo, but it's still not helping her get up. And it's like she sleeps for about 10 hours at night, but she doesn't recognise to get up and go for a wee in the night. But she's completely dry in the day and independent.
Right. So a lot of times, if it could be between that pelvic floor and strengthening that, because a lot of times when we talk to the pediatrician, we might have to ask for an additional resource such as an occupational therapist, and they will give you certain exercises for your child to help strengthen that pelvic floor. And then
Yep.
if it's incontinence, a lot of times pediatricians will not be able to do anything for the child unless they are 10 years old or older, because the two ways that they choose to correct it is medication or surgery.
Right.
So hopefully we can get an occupational therapist involved to help you with those exercises to help strengthen her pelvic floor.
Do you think that's what it is then? That she's
It's
got like
a
weaker-
possibility. It's between the hormones or that pelvic floor. So if she can
Yeah.
get some exercises with an occupational therapist to help work with that, that probably will be a game changer for you, so that you won't have to
Yeah.
either entertain medicine or surgery.
Yeah, because she was potty trained and completely dry in the day, going for a wee and a poo, when she was like 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And then even like now, she's not dry in the night. She just, she wheezes probably once, but she just, it doesn't register to get up and go to the toilet.
Right. And
Does that make sense?
I typically wouldn't recommend waking children because it can lead to sleep deprivation. So I would say, and before we have to interrupt sleep to get to that resolution, I would see what that pediatrician can assist you with trying to get that occupational therapist with those exercises for that pelvic floor.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling. And let me ask you, where exactly are you calling from? Because I'm fascinated by your accent.
I'm a silent follower of yours, but I come from the UK.
I love it. Thank you so much.
I'm from England. Yeah, I'm from England. And I like listening to what the other people say and what you say. And I thought, I'm going to just throw it out there and see if I can talk to this woman. She won't ring me. Damn, you rang me. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. And you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Listen, one thing that I love is a good accent. I love it. I love it. Y'all come on with the accents. I love it, y'all. That makes my day. I feel like I've accomplished something when I hear somebody calling in from places other than United States. I love it. Good morning. Good morning. If you are just now joining us, welcome to the live. We are answering questions 5 minutes at a time. And we are trying to get your potty training process with a head start. Now, this won't get you all the way down the yellow brick road, but a good head start is better than nothing. So for those of you who can't not make it to my box, but still want to have the opportunity to get through this potty training process, you do have the option to pick up my step-by-step guide that is located in my bio. Go to digital products and click on that button that says step-by-step guide. That is a full guide from beginning to end on the potty training process. Do not remain in a lost mindset. Free yourself. If you need more than just reading and you need the opportunity to sit with me for at least 1 hour, that's all I need in order to do what I need to do to customize the plan for you, then I suggest you do that. Click on Discovery Call so that you can get 1 hour with me and I can get you through that process, okay? Next caller. I don't know what happened.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, good morning. I'm great. I was just wondering, I have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old right now, and my mom has like slyly kind of mentioned me potty training my 2-year-old because she is smart. But I'm kind of worried that if I'm still changing my 1-year-old that she'll want to revert to that, because she kind of has like a tendency where if my 1-year-old wants to be babied a specific way, then she comes in and she wants to be babied a specific way. And so my only question was if waiting till like 3 and 2, because then maybe my 2-year-old would want to follow her bigger sister, or how.
Well, how old is our little one? Exactly. How many months?
I think she was October, November, December, 12, 13. She's 14 months right now.
Well, I got some good news for you.
I can potty train them both.
I would say I would say in the next 30 days, go ahead and get started. We like to start at 15 months around here.
Okay.
And go ahead and get started on both of them. And your younger one will be motivated by your older one and vice versa. So I think utilizing both children at the same time, one is going to get you further away from those leak-proof devices during the daytime.
Yeah.
And overall, making you stress-free, because I understand.
Yeah.
I had 2 in diapers, so I get it.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot, especially once you get away from formula and then you're like, I just got diapers left and I don't have that big expense no more.
Yes, ma'am. I would definitely move towards potty training them both.
Okay. And then I guess the only other thing would be I was interested in those little seats that they can climb on top of the toilet, like the adult toilet. I've seen some that have like a little ladder. Do you know if there's any that are like portable, like I can fold one up and use it at adult like stores? Or do you kind of just like hover them?
Ones, the ones with the ladders can be a little bulky, like they cannot fit in like a tote bag. But there are portable potties that have their own little legs that come with them so that they can sit on a floor that will collapse to go inside of a tote bag.
Okay.
You might want to look towards that portable potty. Someone said that Frida Baby has a portable potty.
Okay, I'll definitely have to look on Amazon then. Okay, well, I think that was it. Thank you so much for your work. You're doing awesome.
Thank
you. I'm going to have to look at your actual book. That way, once I start this, I can really get going.
Yes, ma'am, because it's going to give you that process from beginning to end. So even though this was a short call, you don't want to be lost once you go ahead and get started. And that ebook is going to get you through that entire process.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Well, some of you have short waiting spans because I am adding you, and when I get to you, you're gone. Sassy Sav says your ebook worked. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Thank you, Sassy. I appreciate you, ma'am. Hi, Shannon. Good morning. Good morning. We are doing this live, which will be uploaded to the Potty Training Without Pressure podcast. So when you have the opportunity to get into the box to talk with me and get your questions answered, even though we only have a 5-minute time limit, you will be a part of that podcast. So people will get to hear your experience and be able to learn from it. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome.
So basically, I never ever thought I'd be a parent with a kid over 3 who is not potty trained. But basically what happened is we were building a house for a year and living with my parents, and the toilet was upstairs and it was just too much of a hassle and we were too busy. But we moved, and I'm just wondering your opinion on how long I should wait to let my child emotionally adjust and settle before we potty train.
How long has it been since you moved?
It's been a couple of weeks now.
I would say when you're comfortable, because moving does take a toll. It is one of the top 5 reasons for regression in potty training. Mm-hmm. So I would say once you got your furniture settled and you feel like your child would be receptive to getting into a routine, because it is going to be hourly.
Yeah.
So you're just going to have to ask yourself, should you start now or should you wait 30 days from now? 30 days from now is not going to be detrimental to the potty training process. The best thing that you want to do is have yourself in a better mental situation and as well as emotional situation before pursuing this, because the stronger you are in both of those areas, the better you and your child is going to be once you do get started.
That sounds like some good advice.
Now, are there any other changes in addition to the move? Are we starting a new childcare facility? Is there anything like that?
Soon, but not yet. The idea is if we can get him all set up for January or February, we'll be starting some school, but he needs to be potty trained before he can do that.
Okay, absolutely. Like I said, I will pick a decent date on the calendar when you don't have too much going on that still has associated with the move per se, mm-hmm. and go ahead and get started. And again, if you know what to do, I wish you the best of your endeavors in this process. If you don't quite know what to do, just know that there's an opportunity to book a 1-hour call with me or to pick up my step-by-step guide. Either way, you'll be getting a customized plan and getting on the right track.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye. So for those of you who are asking about what type of potties, I have a potty in my showcase, and that is the one that has the ladder that is attached. So that one's pretty cool. It does have a softer seat, and a lot of times you change up that softness, it changes the game for the child, because a lot of children do not want to sit on hard potty seats. Keep that in mind. Thank you so much, Brandy, for the gifts. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
How can I be of assistance?
So I'm actually an older brother asking for my little brothers. They're twin 2-year-olds.
Okay.
One of them is letting me know that he's gone to the bathroom. The other is saying nothing and is actually regressing the first one. So I'm just wondering if you have any advice on how to make one keep progressing when the other is not.
Well, first things first, it has everything to do with the routine and a whole lot to do with the trainer. So, are you the trainer?
No, no, my mom is.
Okay, so what we want to make sure is that whoever is training the children, that there is a solid routine that is going on for both children. And so, do you know what her routine is?
I know the routine. The boys know the routine for sure. It's every day they get up and they do the exact same thing because of their routine.
Do you know how often they're going to the bathroom?
That is the only thing I don't know. Like,
Because
it
that's
seems
the
like we're
piece of the
changing
puzzle
diapers
that
all
I
day long.
need. That's the
Sorry,
piece of the
what?
puzzle that I need. So what I recommend, even though I don't know what the routine is in this university, we recommend an hourly timeline with underwear.
Okay.
And that routine is going to aid in both children moving through the process. Now, I can only do but so much because I am talking to the middleman per se. But typically what I do is I do one-on-one coaching sessions with parents. That way I can get all of the details. They can tell me everything that's going on with the children involved, what's going on in their environment. I give my recommendations, and then they take my feedback and move forward through the process. So I would at least tell your mom to underwear and an hourly timeline for both boys. And so hopefully we should see progression versus regression in both children.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And you're a great uncle, I want to add.
Brother,
Because
but
you went and
okay.
asked questions for your nephews. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Didn't they say that it takes a village? Look at uncles out here looking out for their nephews. He trying to get them little boys potty trained. He know they running circles around his mama. 2 years old, we already knew that age right there. Really potty training age anyway. But 2-year-old twins, ooh, ooh, I already know. You said that was his brother? Oh, he wasn't the uncle. Oh, I messed it up. He did say he was the big brother. I got mixed up. You're absolutely right. He is a big bro. He's a good big brother. Good job, big bro. Thank y'all for helping me out. Good morning.
Good morning. I didn't know if you would be able to see my comment, but I just wanted to thank you personally. I came in about a week and a half ago asking you about the timeline for my daughter, my 3-year-old, and ever since I started doing the hours, she's fully potty trained during the day. I'm not even joking you. Like, she's actually fully potty trained during the day because I stopped doing the every half hour and started doing the hour, and it's so much better. So my question for you, what do I do for nighttime now? Do I take her out of the pull-ups at nighttime and just wing it, or do I keep her in pull-ups at nighttime?
Whoa, Nelly, hold on to your horses. And don't get me wrong, I love it. First of all, congratulations.
I'm so proud, man. I'm so thankful too. I really am.
Congratulations to you and her, because you took the opportunity that you had and you hit the ground running, and now you succeeded. So I'm proud of you for doing that. Also, I know you're excited, and we get anxious, like we're ready to get to that next step. I would 100% take a mental break and give her about a good 3 months still sleeping in that diaper. Now, if sooner than a certain amount of time, sooner than 90 days, she's completely waking up dry,
Yep.
I would take her off of it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
But try to give her a good 90 days, because I know the date time can be a lot. You're off the clock for 90 days. But if she begins to wake up with those dry diapers and or pull-ups, go ahead and remove them.
Oh, perfect. Okay, you're amazing.
It looks like you're going to be going into 2026 without the paper drawers.
I'm hoping so. I have 5 littles, and I struggled with my oldest, and then I didn't struggle with my daughter, and then I struggled with my son again, and then so potty training my 3-year-old was like contradicting for myself, I guess, in a way, because I was scared. I was nervous. I'm not a potty training person. I think it's like one of my parenting flaws, but like I'm honest about it. So I'm super blessed for you, and I think I'm going to take the leeway of my youngest is going to be 2 in July. So I'm thinking of conquering it with him as soon as I can rather than waiting and doing it later.
I love it. You know, I'm here for it.
I appreciate you. I really
Make
do.
sure you come back to the live to tell us how it's going for the
I
next
will.
child.
I told my husband about you and everything, and he was like, I'm so glad you found somebody to help you and some good advice. And I just personally wanted to thank you beyond utmost words because I always felt alone in it, and I just really wanted to thank you. So I very
Well,
much
I appreciate that.
you.
You're so welcome. Thank you so much for that.
Perfect. Thank you. I will do
Yep.
that then. The 90 days, and then I'll go from there.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you so much, Mama. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you.
Thank you. We love it, don't we? We love it. Whenever a child gets fully potty trained, there's a cheer going on in the potty training community. We're cheering. Everybody's cheering. Anytime we see progression. And I know everybody is not there, but that is the goal. My goal for you is to get you there. I don't want to see you on the side of the curb crying. I don't want that for you. So if you don't have the opportunity to come up into my box to ask the questions, because that's what that request button is for, then do book that 1 hour call with me. All it takes is 1 hour to get you down your merry way. Good
Hi,
morning.
good morning.
How are
So
you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing excellent.
Okay, great. So I have a 3-year-old boy, and I potty trained him in the summertime. He's figuring out nights for himself now. Like he's very particular about not wanting to be wet. But now my issue is a little bit different. He's hyper independent, likes to do stuff on his own. I had to stop him. Like, after the first month, I had to stop him from taking the pee and putting it in the potty himself because it was getting all over my bathroom. Um, so now he wants to wipe himself. I have two questions. He wants to wipe himself when he does number two, and also my other follow-up question is how do I get him to transition to standing up?
Okay, so number one with the wiping, kudos, because there's a lot of children that may not take the lead on wiping. I would make sure that you get some flushable wipes,
Hmm.
but still not flush them, and so you don't say potty training professor uh, took care
Yeah.
of your toilet, and you know, because they're not always flushable and good for the system. But first, let me ask before we get to the number one is because I'm not sure if you mentioned, is he keeping underwear dry throughout the day?
Yes, he
Okay.
keeps his underwear dry. Only I notice when he watches too much TV, then he doesn't go. But I'll stop him from watching TV for a couple of days when I notice that routine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the number one, for little boys who, you know, they got a pretty much a ball is rolling pretty well for them. You can try a urinal. Because I
Hmm.
always say when you train to sit first, I think it's great to introduce a urinal. And there are some on design, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, that
Hmm.
you can hang right there on the wall
Okay.
in your bathroom. But I hear that it's very great for little boys and they've been very successful. I just try not to encourage parents to do it before they start sitting their child. And
Right.
you've already done that. So I think that urinal will be great.
Okay. I'll look into it. I didn't know that those exist, like potty urinals existed.
Yeah, and it's kind of has like a frog face. It's
Hmm.
green, I think like a yellow inside of the mouth type of thing. But
Hmm.
yeah, those urinals, they're quite the talk of the town. But the issue that I had was parents were utilizing them before teaching their children to sit, and
Right.
so therefore the children didn't want to sit because they were too focused on the standing and going in the urinal. But the
Okay.
urinals are still very successful. I would suggest that.
Great. That sounds good. And then when he wants to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, like I said, he's very independent and he will go and not say nothing to nobody. Like he feels like he's an adult. He's an only child. Um, my concern is around the hygiene of him washing his hands. He's small, he can't reach the sink.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so like, do you have any tips for that? Should I just get like some hand sanitizer wipes or something for him?
Probably all of the above. Create a little lighting system so that he can find his way there successfully. Make sure you have step stools for that caters to children's height. All of those things so that he can continue to be independent.
Okay.
Make sure
All right,
everything
thanks
is
so
in
much.
his reach, and because we don't want to hinder him now. He's got it under
Right.
control.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the
You're
work that
welcome.
you're
Have a
doing.
great day.
You too.
If you have that opportunity to come up in the box to get your questions answered, please do. Steffi, are you in here? Because I'm not sure if I have any moderators. Because it might be that I do not have any moderators. So if I don't have any moderators helping me move comments and address any comments, then it's just me. Now, we're doing quite fine. We are doing quite fine. But please understand, if I don't have any moderators to help me out with reading comments, then it's going to put me in a bit of a pickle to be able to do both. I do wonderful things in being able to multitask, but being able to read fine print and talk with parents is going to be one of those things I'm not going to be that great. If you are screaming in the chat that you need my assistance and you can't come up in the box, there is an opportunity to pick up my step-by-step guide. That step-by-step guide is going to give you the potty training process from the beginning, from A to Z. It is going to tell you about the signs of readiness, the items you can get from the store, how you can create the environment for your child's, for the bathroom, the do's and don'ts, why you shouldn't incorporate spanking in potty training. What if you're a stay-at-home mom? What if you're a working mom? All of that information is in there. It is a 6-page PDF. So if you are lost and you know you don't have the opportunity to talk to me here, pick up that guide. If you do have the opportunity to talk with me, you want to click on the LINK and my BIO, click on Discovery Call. That will give you 1 hour with me so that I can customize the plan for you. The word of the day is customize.
Good morning, Mama.
Good morning. Where's your level of excitement?
I am stressed. I am a working mom who works from home, and my son is about to be 2, and he's shown the signs of readiness. I have a daughter who's 7, and she potty trained herself, so that was never an issue. She woke up one day, hated being wet and dirty, and we never went back to diapers. So this is like a whole new culture for me. And we've gotten to the point of like, we rip our diaper off, we freak out when we're wet, all of the things. But the second you like get him in the bathroom, we've gotten him a little toilet, we've gotten him a urinal, we've gotten him all the things. He screams bloody murder and will not, just doesn't, has no interest at that point.
Well, let me ask you a question or two. How often are you taking him in there to look at said toilet? And what is he wearing?
He's naked.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes in the bathroom every time I go. And he will.
Which is how often?
I would say I go to the bathroom every hour just because I drink too much water. But if I'm not going, we set alarms. We make sure we're going every hour. If he shows like the signs of irritation when he's in his diaper, even if it's 15 minutes after, we'll take him in there and have him sit down, or even just have him in there and see if he'll sit down by himself. He will go if I'm sitting on the toilet, but he will not go to the bathroom. But like he will sit down if I'm in there sitting down as well.
So what we would like to do is get an established routine that is going to create a new normal. Okay. And I understand there's parents that have had success with every 30 minutes, and I love that for you all. But I'm going to speak from the university standpoint on what I've written in my books, what I teach on constantly is the hourly. Okay. So I'm grateful that some people have had success, but my stance will never change. We're going to adopt the hourly process. And because the method that I choose to utilize and teach is underwear, then I teach underwear. So the bottomless method is quite different. So if you're interested in navigating to the underwear, I would suggest underwear. I would suggest staying with that hour.
Okay.
So you're not going to be able to change the time according to what's going on. The accident is going to happen. We're going to set the timer for the next hour and we're going to move on. We do not
Okay.
want to adjust the time according to anything.
Okay.
Okay. And we want to continue that.
Okay.
No matter what. So potty training underwear is great. We want to look for an absorbent potty training underwear, but never leak proof.
Okay.
And I would just continue to stay on that routine. And pretty much that is the start. That is the beginning. Anything else surrounding that, of course, I would need more time with you, but that is the basics, is to begin with underwear. And we want to make sure that we are telling him, we're not asking him.
Okay. Okay. Not giving the option. Okay. And then to get the hour call with you, because I'm losing my sanity, where do I need to go and all of that stuff? Is it in your bio?
Yeah. So if you want to book like a 1 hour call with me, all I need is 1 hour. You would click on the discovery call.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. Thank you for letting me up here.
You're welcome. You have a great rest of your day.
You as well.
Bye-bye. So again, who is it? Lesby, your friend? Great for you all to want to do whatever time frame. And you all that came in here for guidance, be mindful of who you're taking guidance from. So there are parents that have success with their 30 minutes. Great. But if contrary to popular belief, I think some of you all came in here to ask me the questions. So just be mindful of who you're taking advice from. If it works for them, great. But I'm never going to steer away from what I've written in books, and B, what I teach on. So if you all are having great experience for 30 minutes, cool. I love that for you. I'm not going to tell you to ever change a thing. If you want to potty train anybody else's children and do it every 30 minutes, cool. You do that. But over here, we're never changing it just because somebody else has had another experience. Okay? So I just wanted to put that out there. So keep in mind, you have an opportunity. You want to come up into the box, get a good 5 minutes with me, maybe get some questions answered. You've probably had a question going on in your mind for some time, and you have never had the opportunity to get that answered. Today's the day. Today is that day. And anybody who feels like they want to have a discussion and maybe banter pertaining to their experience versus what I teach, you may also come in the box. This is not just for questions. So when you want to battle wits and you want to discuss why you feel the 30 minutes works, come up in the box so we can talk it out, duke it out like two women, because that's what I prefer. Me talking to words on the screen does nothing. I want you to come in the box so we can talk about it. It's called a verbal sparring. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm struggling with the potty training. My son, he's 2 years old. He will not sit on the toilet, so I got the urinal. And now with that, it's the poop. He does not want to sit down to poop. And when he does go, he'll go by himself to the urinal. And then I'm looking and there's poop coming out. So that's like where I'm struggling at, is how do I get him to sit down? Because I'm like, no.
Well, this is what I was just communicating with the parent or two prior to you coming on. This is the issue that I have sometimes with the urinal being introduced before children are sitting first. So what I would do is remove the urinal.
Okay.
Remove the urinal until he gets his potty training a little more well established by sitting, so that he can understand exactly where the poop is supposed to go. So let me ask you, how often are you taking him to the bathroom and what is he wearing?
He wears drawers all day. We did do the 30 minutes, and I noticed that didn't work for us because he will not go in that 30 minutes. So we switched to the hour, and he'll go in that hour. So every hour he's using the bathroom. It's just the poop. And then he does regress because I do co-parent. So I don't know what his dad is doing, and he's in a whole different city. So when he comes back to me, it's like he doesn't want to use the bathroom. He wants to stay in the pull up. And I'm like, no, dude, can't do that. I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh, I cut out because I had a call was coming in. I probably would definitely have a conversation with the other parent to let him know the importance of both of you being on the same routine that needs to be mirrored. Especially when you remove the urinal and you're having to stay on that hourly time frame with the underwear. So I probably would have that conversation with him so that you all can have the exact same routine going on in order to push him forward versus backwards. So one, I will remove that urinal.
Okay.
Two, I would continue doing what you're doing with the underwear and the hourly. Three, I will have a conversation with dad and letting him know the importance of both of you all doing that same routine.
Yes, because he does go to daycare and they're strictly potty trained. So he's in underwear all day at school, and they noticed it there. He will not sit down to pee. He just wants to stand up. And that's where it's like, dang, I need you to
Right.
sit.
Well, I would, in removing the urinal, I do have a couple of videos that you can try some different hacks with him to kind of get him comfortable to be able to do number two into the toilet. So I have about like maybe 6 videos right now that focus on different hacks that may work for him. So you'll find that maybe one that mentions wearing a pull-up to get them to poop might not be the one.
Yeah.
Right? But there's maybe one where there's kind of putting both feet on the toilet seat to squat down in a bird squat situation. That could be helpful. Or maybe the poop tent. The poop tent is the reigning champ. Children sometimes want a certain level of privacy in order for them to go number two sometimes.
Yes, he does like to hide under blankets. A new one he started doing was taking my pots and pans out my cabinet and hiding in there.
Try that poop tent. I would try that first.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Look at us. We're shaking and moving. I don't have any moderators in here, but it's okay. We're navigating. We're navigating. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. Thank y'all for hitting that follow button. Appreciate all of you. Remember, if you just found me, thank you and welcome to the live. Make sure that you come in and get the opportunity to click that request button so you can ask your questions. You get a good 5 minutes with me. Understand that in order for me to customize a plan for you and your child and getting you with the proper progression that you need in the potty training process, I'm going to need at least 1 hour. 5 minutes is only the tip of the iceberg. I have no idea when you say, when do I call CPS? There's probably some information that I don't know. That sounds like some information that I have no knowledge of. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
How are you? I'm doing excellent. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I have a 3-year-old daughter. She does have a speech delay, and we're trying to start potty training. And I just don't know where to start. We have a potty. I've introduced it to her a few times. At one point, she was like taking off soiled diapers then she kind of stopped. So I'm like, I hope I didn't miss like the mark. And yesterday when we wake up in the morning, I try to incorporate it into the routine of just like her like sitting on the potty just to like get, familiar with it. She sat for a second and then got up and started kind of fussing. So I'm just like trying to figure out where to start.
Well, you're definitely in the right place. First things first, I do want to let you know that in order for me to customize a plan for you and get you through this process, I would require and need more than 5 minutes to get
Right.
in and do what I do.
Okay.
So what I can tell you is one thing you're going to need to incorporate is underwear
Okay.
and the hourly timeline.
Okay.
And you're going to have to continue that every day in order to create a new normal every day.
Okay. She does go, well, you know what? I'm going to book the 1 hour session with you because I have more questions because she goes to like 3K. So I'm like, how is that going to work, with them and me? So
that way I can help you navigate.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. You have a great day.
You too.
See you on the other side.
Yes.
Bye-bye. When you say, how does the hourly timeline work, Char? Take your child every hour in underwear. But if you need more detail, that is why parents book me so that I could really get in. Like, you need to be able to tell me everything that's going on with your child. I got to know everything you got going on, their environment, who's around your child. There might be a 2-parent household I'm not sure of, but in order for me to properly get your ball rolling, that's why I need at least that 1 hour with you. I need one hour. I'm getting you through. Did you not hear the other stories? Did y'all not hear those other stories of parents being able to get through the other side? The goal is for y'all to do y'all New Year's Eve celebration and combine it with celebrating with potty training. I want y'all to have that same celebration that you have on New Year's Eve with potty training. That's what I want. That is my goal for you. Instead of Happy New Year, I want you all to celebrate the fact that your child is no longer wearing those paper drawers. And again, those of you who are in the box that is not able to come, those are who in the live that is not able to get into the box, please don't feel defeated. You do have the opportunity to book a 1 hour call with me. Good morning.
Good morning. So my story's kind of different. I may need the hour with you, but I'm lost. I don't. So, me and my fiance, he has a son. He's 2 years old. We do week to week with his biological mom. And we've had to go back to pull-ups like 3 times. But he does really well when we like stay on it. But then he goes back to his mom's. We've tried talking to her. She just won't try to put him on the toilet.
So is she okay with spending a certain amount of money for a certain period of time?
I'm guessing she's pregnant with her 3rd child, so I don't know.
That would be motivation. Now, let me ask you this, not to be all up in her business, but when is the next baby due?
I have no idea. She just confirmed yesterday.
Okay, well, you might have some time to get this ball rolling. It's a deadline that can be met, but there are risks involved for regression that I would need to make sure that all parties are well aware of, because once the baby gets here, there is that strong possibility of regression. But if you're starting now, you have a decent amount of time to get started where you kind of have a chance of regression being a low percentage. But when some parents start potty training and the baby is right on the horizon of arriving, that's where I say you might want to wait until the baby is at least 6 months. So time is definitely of the essence. And if it is possible to book that 1 hour, I can get all party sets so you all can get down this road. But any additional time, that clock is ticking, and that clock is going to be loud.
I have one more question. So with her, with his biological mom, I know that like one of the main signs of kids potty training or like being ready to potty train is like they'll tell you that they're uncomfortable in their like soiled diapers and stuff. He's gotten to the point where like she'll leave a diaper on him for so long that he's not uncomfortable in it. So I don't know.
I have news for you. Even children that are not left in diapers for very long, they're not going to always share that they're uncomfortable because they've been wearing diapers since they were born. So they don't notice any discomfort because it all feels the same.
Okay.
Some children do not have any tolerance for anything next to their skin. Some children. But there's a great deal of children that will not notice because they've always been in those diapers.
Okay.
So that's why we have to input that change sooner than later. The change is the underwear and that routine to create the new normal.
Okay.
The later we wait, they continue to be comfortable with what they're doing, and then the baby's on the way.
Okay.
The baby's on the way.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, and I hope to see you on the other side.
Me too.
Have a good one.
You too.
Bye. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Potty Training Without Pressure. As you can see, parents are coming into the box, discussing what their concerns are, asking some questions. Holly, are you able to come into the box? Because that is what is going on here. Parents are coming up into the box so that they can get their questions answered. A good 5 minutes with me will be enough to get you a head start. If you're not able to come up into the box, no worries.
Hi
Good
there.
morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for hosting.
You're welcome. I do my best.
Oh, there we go. You can hear the little guy right now. So, I'm on day 2 of the 3-day method of basically being naked. Pants, just no pants, no underwear. So far, so good. He's my second. So I think I have an advantage because he sees his big sister going to the bathroom. But how do I introduce underwear after day 3?
Okay, so because the bottomless method is not a method that I teach, you can be in for a bit of a pickle. Because I would have to show you all the things on starting with underwear.
Okay.
Right? Now, you're not completely lost because there are a lot of parents who have started that method and it might not have been working for their child. So it is okay for them to jump ship per se. But if you are having success, I certainly don't want to reroute you. So there is a video that I have that I am talking about the bottomless method. And there are parents that are having success that are in the comments. So my advice to you is go find that video. There's a mirror behind me. I'm sitting on a couch and I'm asking people's input about the bottomless method. I would get in those comments and ask that the parents that are being successful in that on what they recommend, because what I have found is when parents are doing the bottomless method and as soon as they add clothes, that's where they're having issues. And I can't talk you through it because we begin with underwear in the first place.
Okay.
So even if it's not success or time with me, I want you to be successful nonetheless. So I would go to that video, get into those comments, and talk to those parents about their suggestions on how do they transition from the bottomless method.
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
I heard what he said. He said he likes me. You know what, young man? They all do. I love it. Hello, good morning, good morning. If you have your questions and you have been burning with desire to speak with the potty training professor, have no fear. Your opportunity is near. All you need to do is hit the request button. You get a good 5 minutes. And if you, some of you have not needed an entire 5 minutes, but you get a good 5 minutes with me. Come up into the box, get your questions answered, and you might realize that you do need more than 5 minutes with me, because in order for me to customize the plan for you, I'm going to require at least 1 hour to get you from beginning to end. And I am a game changer. You better ask about me. Hey, Denise. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. Good morning. How are you?
I am blessed. How can I help you?
So I have my 3-year-old and we're trying the underwear method before the pull-up method, but right now he's not using the potty, he's not pooing, he's not peeing. When he wants to pee, actually, he just does it on himself. But poo, he doesn't even poo at all. Just holds it till he gets his diaper at night.
So, are you using underwear during the day, did you say?
Yes, I'm using underwear during the day and I use diaper at night. Wait, baby.
And how often are you taking him to use the bathroom throughout the day?
Throughout the day, I tried for 15 minutes at first, then we take 30 minutes.
So what I would recommend is you back those minutes all the way up to 60.
60. Wow.
We want to do an hourly time frame. That short amount of time is going to stress children out.
Oh, wow.
And their bladders don't fill up in the time that we think that it does in that amount of time.
Oh, okay.
So we want to back that up for 60 minutes. Take them to that bathroom every hour while wearing those underwear.
Wow.
And yes, there will be accidents. That is the number one goal in order to succeed in potty training, is the accidents have to happen in order for teaching to occur.
Okay. Okay, great. That's exactly what I'll do right now.
Yes, ma'am. And
Thank you
happy
so
training.
Thank you. It's not been easy. We're there.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Hey, Denise, how have you been? Denise is one of my prize pupils. She has booked a one-on-one coaching session with me that I have been talking about all morning long, and she has definitely been successful. Is everything still going great? You said we won? Yes! Hold on, I gotta make some noise. Gotta make some noise for my girl, Denise. We have to. Denise, a couple of months ago, you never would have imagined, took 2 months. Now listen, some of you will give your right arm for 2 months, and she's talking about freedom. And what she's not doing is taking those leak-proof devices and paper draws into 2026. So when you all are celebrating the new year, be able to celebrate your child being potty trained along with it, okay? Let's be able to add that to the celebration. I do recommend potty training underwear. I do have them in my showcase because absorbency is what we want, but not leak proof. I appreciate you, Denise, and thank you so much. We are now doing a podcast, Denise. So we're giving parents a 5-minute opportunity to come up into the box to speak with me. And for those who know that they need more time, they're going to book me on the back end because I do require 1 hour in order for me to do what I do. So this will be uploaded on one of the fives and YT. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button over there. Awesome. I appreciate you, Denise. It was therapy for me too, because anytime that I can assist parents through this process, it's therapy for me too, and that I appreciate that.
Hi, good morning.
Hi. Hey, good morning. I love when the energy is up. Let's go.
I'm doing good. So I have this issue. My son, he's 2. He'll be 3 next year, right? So he is very brilliant. He speaks properly, and I think it's time for him to say, "Hey, I want to use the toilet." But for some reason, whenever I tell him, I show him, "Hey, take out your pee and do this." But he's not doing it. And I showed him over and over, and he waits until he's finished to tell me that I went to pee.
Well, let me enlighten you and give you some good news. He's doing what he's supposed to do. So now that we know that he's doing what he's supposed to do, let me see if I need to tweak what the trainer is supposed to do to make sure that we're going to mesh this whole process together so that we can be successful.
Right.
So let me ask you, how often are you taking him to the bathroom and what is he wearing?
All right. So for now, he's actually wearing pull-ups, and I will take him like maybe every 2 hours.
Well, I hear the question in your voice. So that means insert professor. So what we want to do is we want to remove the pull-ups because the pull-ups are the material that he has been accustomed to since he's been on this earth.
Right.
That is not a new material to him. Right? So even though he's bright and intelligent, there's nothing about a certain time that goes by that is going to make him understand that he needs to do anything different when he's been wearing that same leak-proof device, right? So we want to remove it from the process altogether unless he's sleeping.
Right.
And what we want to do is we want to dial that 2 hours all the way up to an hour. Because now, when you remove that safety net, one, there will be accidents.
Right.
But the accidents are going to be there to teach about the urges and the cues. So you're going to have to remove that pull up and enter into the world of hourly.
Okay.
And so that means he's still not going to be able to hold it. And we know that. The accidents are the teaching for this process. If you remove accidents, there is no teaching.
True.
They have a place in this process. So if you take them away, there isn't any teaching. Accidents, you have to welcome like your favorite auntie that showed up unexpectedly.
Oh, wow.
We have to learn to love those accidents because they are going to aid us in that process. Trust the process.
Right.
So
because I don't know, it's like it's a routine. Whenever he's finished, he'll come and say, "Mommy, I did it here," and he'll point, "Mommy, I'm going for the mop," because he's gonna clean it up. So he knows
that
everything
means
is just not going.
He's gonna be a great contender once we make these adjustments. He's gonna do he's gonna do great because he can vocalize what's going on. So he's gonna do great.
Right.
I'm excited for you both.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for you to come back to the live to tell us how things have been going. Now, understand, there's going to be some scary moments.
Yeah.
But not scary enough for you to retreat and give up. Right?
True. Yeah.
We're gonna make it to that New Year's Eve and celebrate that he is going to be fully potty trained.
Oh yes, I believe it.
We're going to speak it. Because he already knows. He's getting mops. He's telling you what's going on. He's pointing things. Yeah, he's going to do wonders. So we just have to make those tweaks.
Yeah.
And let's apply those.
Okay.
Are you excited?
I'm going to work on that starting today. Oh yes.
Definitely. Definitely.
All right. I'm excited for you. I can't wait. I feel like this is me. So I will
I'll
be
definitely
looking for
keep you
you.
posted.
Yeah, I will be looking for you.
Yeah.
All right. And on that note, you have a great day, Trina.
Thank you. You too.
All right. You have a good one.
All right. Bye.
So, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the live. Y'all come on in. We are having short discussions with parents, being able to get some questions answered in regards to the potty training process. Someone asked, how long does it take? It depends on so much. It can depend on the child. It can depend on the environment. It can depend on the parent slash trainer or parents, plural. There's so much that is involved with the process that I would need to know. So if you are trying to get through this process and you feel like you have no idea which way to turn, well, that is why I told you to adopt the GPS. If you are walking through a town that is very unfamiliar to you and you are just going down this street and going down that street and you have no idea, well, you need a GPS. And I know you need a GPS. Okay, so your next opportunity is to pick up that GPS, aka me. All right, and that GPS comes in the form of a step-by-step guide, right? And a lot of times that's going to get you to where you need to be. But certain parents prefer that one-on-one, face-to-face opportunity with me. That way you can get a customized plan. You can tell me all the details, ask all of the questions, and you can get that feedback that you need so that you can move forward. Okay, so make sure you get yourself unstuck and book that 1 hour discovery call today. I'm hitting the buttons, y'all impatient and hanging up.
Hello.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful.
So I have twins. They are 3. They will be 4 in June. And it's like a when one twin is doing good with the potty training, the other one is not. I'm struggling.
Well, you know, my goal is to get you unstruggled. So let me ask you first. How often are you taking them to the bathroom and what are they wearing?
So they're currently wearing pull-ups. Let me backtrack a little. Let me tell you how our day starts. So our day starts very, very early, which is I think that's a problem because it's hard for us to stay like on a schedule. They're dropped off at daycare by like 6:30 in the morning. So we're getting up early in the morning and it's really not a lot of time to put them on the potty at home. So I depend on daycare a lot. So I think the struggle and the disconnect is like at the daycare.
It's a possibility, but let me say this. Whatever timeline, whatever time that you have available, maybe the mornings are too much. When you get home, if all you have is 1 hour during the week for one day, each day during the week, you need to apply that time. Okay?
Okay.
If you have weekends available, do you have weekends available?
Yes.
Then you're going to utilize the weekend and incorporate that hourly timeline. And most of all, we're removing pull-ups out of this equation.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're doing potty training underwear. We're getting on an hourly time frame. Yes, for working moms, it can be more of a challenge, but it's definitely possible.
Okay.
And so what we don't want to do is incorporate the childcare facility into the process until we have an established routine first.
Okay.
So I would let them know what your intentions are and starting at home, but that you have no intentions on including them just yet.
Okay.
Now, past this conversation, in order for me to really get down and being able to dive deep with you, you know, I would need more than a couple of minutes. So if you
Yes.
find yourself stuck, there's an opportunity to book a discovery call with me, which gives you 1 hour, which I can get that ball rolling for you.
Okay.
And tell you how to incorporate the childcare into your routine.
Okay.
Okay, so consider that after you get off this call on what your needs will be, because we can break down your schedule and determine just how to fit it in there. But it's possible. It's going to be a challenge, but it's possible.
Okay.
All right, I
I'm
can
not
get to
giving
where you
up.
need to be now.
Okay.
Huh?
I said I'm not giving up.
I look, not when I'm here. You can't.
Right.
I'm 1 hour away. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a great day.
You too.
So for parents that have children on the spectrum, there are 2 opportunities for you as well. I do have a step-by-step guide that gives at least 6 pages of areas of concern that parents typically have in regards to potty training and their children being on the spectrum. It also comes with my step-by-step guide. There is an opportunity to also book a 1-hour call with me if you feel that a face-to-face opportunity would suffice. So that way I can hear everything that's going on with your child, what's going on with their environment, and you can get my recommendations so you can get that customized plan that I am telling you all about so we can get you through the process. Right? So if you're not able to come up into the box, consider that call, because what we do realize is there's an opportunity for me to assist you, okay? And please keep in mind, if you have already been up into the box, I will only be able to assist parents who haven't had the opportunity to get into the box. So we want to make sure that parents have the opportunity to be able to speak with me, because if the same people get opportunities and others don't, it could be a bit of a problem. Of course, I prefer underwear over pull-ups. I don't recommend pull-ups in regards to training. Good morning.
Morning. I'm sorry. I have a house full over here. So I did have a question. So I got a lot. So I do have one question. I have a 2-year-old.
Those children like to take us through it, don't they?
Jesus. I have a 2-year-old. And so he has an older brother. He's just about to be 4 in February. They are two different boys. Like literally. It's like one cared. The 4-year-old, he's getting to care. Even though he's potty trained, he can't do anything by himself. If that makes sense. So he has a lot of like peeing on the floor. Mm-hmm. Would you consider that potty trained?
If you're having more than 1 accident per day, I would still consider him in the training process.
Even though like it's him going, it's just like he don't point or anything.
Is he able to keep underwear dry throughout the day?
Yes, ma'am. He is.
Okay. So
it's just he don't do much for the help of the cleanliness, I would say. It's pee everywhere.
So how many accidents would you say he's having per day?
2.
Okay. I mean, it's normal. And how long has it been since he's been potty trained?
For about 1.5 years. The 2-year-old I have not started yet because he has not showed interest at all. But I did just hear what you just told the ladies, talking about like an hour. So do you think like a hard hour, or does it need a whole 24 hours? Because I'm kind of getting discouraged.
When you say 24 hours, when I say hourly, I'm meaning every hour you're taking your child to the bathroom with those underwear.
Okay, so you mean I'm sorry. So okay, so you said not, because what I'm thinking, we wake up at 8, potty, 9, potty. Like that's what I'm thinking. It's only going to be beneficial if I take him around the clock?
Yes. But
Oh
not
yeah.
for 24 hours. When it's time for him to go to bed, he gets that diaper or pull up and he goes to sleep. There's no training while he's sleeping.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. And for him, since he's so used to, because he's still in diapers. I haven't even did pull ups because I feel like pull ups is just a lot of money, and
It's the same thing. Pull-ups are not an upgrade. If you want to keep him in diapers for sleeping purposes, I'm not telling you to go out and buy pull-ups. But the underwear are going to have to be incorporated in order to start the 2-year-old as well.
Okay, okay. And do you recommend like prizes?
No, I do not.
Wow. Okay, like no stickers, none of that.
No, I do not recommend tangible items. I do recommend thumbs up, fist bumps, high fives, exaggerated praises.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. And keep in mind, if you are still feeling lost, do not stay lost. I have a step-by-step guide, and I also have opportunities where parents book 1-hour sessions with me. A 1-hour session will be a game changer. So it's up to you, but I do have that opportunity.
Okay, amazing, amazing. Thank you. I'm gonna follow you.
All right. Thank you. You have a great day.
You too, bye-bye.
Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Johnny come lately. We haven't had a moderator all morning, but we always appreciate you when you show up. It hasn't been crazy. Some parents want me to read the comments and talk to parents at the same time, but nonetheless. So keep in mind for those parents, I know you got an excuse. Keep in mind for the parents that are down in the box, take an opportunity and advantage to click that request button to come up and ask those questions, because that is what we're doing in this new format moving forward. Is we are taking parents up into the box to have this conversation and answer a 5-minute question. You get a 5-minute timeline. 5 minutes with the professor. 5 minutes.
Hello?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. And yourself?
I'm doing wonderful. I kind of have, it's a quick question, but I have 6 children, but my youngest is about to be 2, and then I have a 3-year-old, and she is daytime potty trained. She doesn't want to wear the pulley at nighttime, so we're trying to get rid of it. But she tends to still pee at nighttime. So my question is, how do I comfort her and get rid of her pulley, but also she sleeps in bed with us too. So if she has an accident, it's going to be probably on me.
Right. So what are we going to do? That's a bit of a pickle. Now, my recommendations would be, if you're still waking up wet and you're in my bed, it's going to be a pull-up. Now, if we are transitioning into her own bed, I still probably would say the same thing. But let me ask you, how long has it been since she has been daytime potty trained?
She has been daytime potty trained for a good, I think the spring, I think is when we fully potty trained her.
I mean,
yeah, she's been potty trained since like spring.
Nighttime tends to still kind of lingers a little bit, so you're not in a stage where you would be too much concerned. I would just say, especially if we're co-sleeping, that we're going to use the pull-up until we reduce those nighttime accidents down.
Yeah, because she don't want to use it, and I don't want her to, because sometimes she wakes up perfectly dry, and other times it's like not, and I'm like, oh.
Not unless you put it. Now, typically for training, I know parents like to use the combo to try to get their child to think that they're wearing underwear even though they have the pull up on, you can try something like that where
I
she
might
can
try
see
that.
her
That
underwear,
might.
but she still has the pull up on.
So she feels the underwear versus feeling the pulley.
Yeah, I mean,
Might
it's
be a
still
trick.
going to be there, but in order to help her not to be upset and do any, regressions or anything like that, I would try that.
Okay, because we're getting ready to potty train our youngest. He's almost 2. He's not, but he's all about it. So we're getting ready to potty train him too.
All right, well, I'm excited about that. I'm always here for it now. Let's get him in line and let's go.
All right, well, thank you very much for your time. Enjoy your day.
You're welcome. You have a great day.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Is it Naney? Naney? Thank you so much. A lot of parents think that the poop sprinkles are a little weird, but they did work for some. So I'm happy to hear that it worked for you. Yes. Excellence. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so my thing is, I have a 2-year-old. She turned 2 in September, and we got into potty training around the ending of October. We don't really have any accidents with peeing, but when it comes on to number 2, my girl won't go on the potty. So we still, how do I get her to do a number 2 on the potty?
So you have a pretty good routine of keeping underwear dry, you said?
Yes, with no accidents when it comes on to urinating. It's just the number 2.
Well, I have several options of what I call poop hacks. So a couple people in the comments are asking about the poop sprinkles. So my first choice about the poop sprinkles, because it's not the first pin video any longer, because the poop tent has taken its place. So the poop sprinkles are a way to get children to get motivated to poop into the toilet. And if you tell them that they can sprinkle some maybe sprinkles that you put on cookies or cupcakes or anything like that, that they can sprinkle their poop when they're done, children get a kick out of that and will usually put the poop in the toilet so they can sprinkle the poop after they're finished. It sounds real nasty, but kids get a kick out of doing it.
Okay.
So that's number 1. Number 2, you can try the poop tent. Some children like a small level of privacy without the eyes being directly on them. So you can create some type of a tent. Some children kind of pull around the shower curtain, or they actually slide some kind of a tent-like device over the toilet. I've seen some parents use a cardboard box to give their child their own bathroom feel, and children will go in there and poop because they like a small level of privacy.
Okay.
But I have several videos that you can watch and see what works for you, because a lot of children might want to sit a certain way, squat in a certain way, utilizing, and I don't know if you still utilize pull-ups for sleeping, but if you kind of connect them to the toilet bowl and put the seat down and let your child sit on top, that they resonate with being comfortable with the pull-up and they will poop onto the pull-up, even though it's attached to the toilet.
Okay.
So you can try that. But I would try the poop sprinkles first or the poop tent.
Sure. Okay.
And see if that motivates her.
I will definitely try that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Are we changing lives or are we changing lives? Parents are getting some questions answered where if only they have gotten that one question answered, they'd be able to move on. So my hope for you all is that you're able to come up, get your questions answered, and be able to move on. But there's quite a few of you that this 5-minute conversation is not going to do much for you. This 5-minute conversation is only going to be the tip of the iceberg. You're still going to have questions. You're still going to be confused because you have not tapped into your GPS. So I don't want you to be confused. I want you to make sure you go pick up that step-by-step guide so you can get through this process, because After we are off this live and everybody goes back to their regular scheduled programs, a problem with the solution is a choice. So I don't want you all to sit around and have the woe is me kind of mindset, because that's not what I want for you. I want everybody to feel that same excitement about moving forward. I don't want any of you to feel defeated. That's not what I want from you. If you are not able to come up in the box and you are not able to book a call with me, the least that I want you to have is that step-by-step guide so you can start working on that process with your child. It is the same information that we go through with the one-on-one coaching session. The difference is you're just not able to ask the book any questions, right? But there's some people that decide, well, I need to ask a certain amount of questions, so you know what, I'm going to book her anyway. That choice is up to you. But parents are able to get through that process by picking up that guide. And for those of you who have children on the spectrum, there is a book that I have put out that is a combo of the step-by-step guide and the book for children with specific abilities, because I don't want you all to remain lost. I do not want you all to remain lost. I don't want you to be like, oh man, I didn't get to get up there and hit that request button, so now I'm lost. These are only 5-minute conversations. Some parents might be only a certain part of the process where all they need is 5 minutes. But if you know that you need more than 5, or you at least need to pick up that step-by-step guide, do that. That should be your Christmas present to yourself, so you can get through this process. You can get your child through this process. For some of you, this is going to be an excellent Christmas gift for yourself and your child, or for somebody else that you want to see win. For a lot of you, this is going to be a great start to the new year. You know, there's a lot of people that promote new year, new you. But if you're not making any changes, then what is it that we're really talking about? You know what I'm saying? What are we really doing that is the new you? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So let's apply what the new really is.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing good so far. Heat wave coming.
Oh.
So, I have a 3-year-old that is on and off the potty here and there. She also has tummy troubles and everything. So when it comes to number 2, it's very, very hard to get her to go because she's constantly constipated because she doesn't have enough fiber in her diet. I already knew that. But to get her to sit on the potty and go pee or number 2, it's kind of hard because I had to stop with the potty training altogether because she was stopped up and in pain and stuff like that. She'll tell me, Mommy, I want to sit on the potty. And she only went twice before her tummy troubles came back. And she'll ask to go on the potty here and there, but she won't go. Is there any tips for that?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't let her have the reins in regards to the potty training routine that you want to implement. You want to adopt an hourly time frame, and you want to incorporate potty training underwear. Have you done that so far?
Yes, I got potty training underwear.
Okay, and so I do have somewhat of what I would call a poop hack. Is we talked about potty poop chocolates that parents can make from chocolate chips and coconut oil. And I do have a video about that where it talks about the measurements. Please make sure you talk to your pediatrician. But the recommended dosage is not to do more than 4 in a day. And that alone can encourage children to go because they will get the coconut oil to kind of push things along without the struggle. But I do also have several videos that give information on poop hacks that parents have had some success with. So I would get on that routine hourly but not necessarily rely on her to tell you when she has to go because she doesn't know that part yet.
Right. Right now she's actually sitting on the potty because she peed on the floor twice. But because I've let her run around naked here and there.
Well, so if you want to incorporate the routine that I teach, then we're going to have to either stick with the run around naked or underwear, because both is going to confuse her of what her new normal is going to be.
Right.
So we got to make a decision on which process we're going to use, because I don't teach the bottomless.
Yeah. You don't teach the bottomless. Okay. And so training underwear should be best, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm writing all this down right now.
And I have them in my showcase, so you don't have far to go.
Okay. Undies best. Okay, because it's been very, very hard to try to potty train. I know kids go on their own pace and everything like that. This is my first, actually, so it's just kind of hard. My mom gives me tips, my mother-in-law gives me tips, and I'm like over here, well, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, and I know that can be helpful and at the same time difficult, because there's a lot of different information that comes to us. So once you decide which direction you want to go, you want to take the routine that you want to use and stick with that routine. But some parents will have difficulty when they're trying one thing that one person has recommended and then something else that somebody else has recommended, and then it kind of puts you in a frenzy also. So my advice is to pick one routine that you like the best and stick with that one routine. Now, if you're finding difficulty in one, then it's definitely okay to pivot and try something else. But you want to make sure you're giving it a chance. So a good 2 weeks with one routine can kind of let you know whether or not you would need to pivot. But then there's that 3-day that gets thrown in the mix. And so sometimes parents will try a routine and only 3 days has gone by, but we're expecting a certain result in a certain amount of time. So that's where we kind of can get kind of all over the place. So I would pick a routine and stick with that.
Okay. Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good morning. For parents that are looking for the how in regards to potty training, you can come up in the box. You can get 5 minutes to ask me a question. But the truth of the matter is, in order for me to really get in to customize a plan for you, I would require 1 hour. So typically parents are booking me for a 1 hour coaching session, and you can too. So you click on that discovery call, because 5 minutes may not do it for you, because I know that I need more than that, and to get more information from you in order to get you through the process. I have to know more about your child, more about their environment, more about the routine, anybody else that's involved. All of those factors is what I'm going to require in order to successfully get you through. Okay? So, Lorena, if you are interested in that 1 hour, I don't discuss the prices in the live, but if you click on that LINK go to discovery call, and that information is going to show you just how much that is going to be for you, okay? Because there's some parents that could care less. So I don't discuss that, and then TikTok tries to penalize me for talking about certain things, so I try to avoid it all. I try to avoid all of that because they try to get me. Well, hello and good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
Doing good. So he is turning 3 on the 29th of this month. And we've been, on and off, but this last week he's been doing really good. And I would say we haven't had a number 2 accident in about 3 or 4 days. He's been doing really good. But he still has accidents when he pees. Either like he gets distracted playing or just forgets to tell me. And I try to ask him every so often when he has to go, But if he's playing or something like that, he'll say, "No, mommy, I don't have to go," and then he'll have an accident. And I'm not sure how to go about with that.
So you said that your child was, how long would you consider him? Did you say he was fully potty trained for the day?
No. So, I would say like he hasn't had an accident for pooping in about 3 or 4 days. So we've like not fully for the whole day. But for poop, I would say he's not pooping in his underwear anymore.
Okay, but he's still having the pee accidents.
Yes.
So how often are you taking him to the bathroom? And I want to make sure, did you mention he's wearing underwear?
So yeah, we for the night he's wearing pull-ups, and then during the day he wears underwear.
Okay, and how often are you taking him to the bathroom?
I try to ask him every hour. Sometimes it'll be a little bit more than that, but I do try to ask him every hour.
Okay, so one thing that we want to incorporate is not asking him because he's still in the process of requiring a trainer. So he doesn't quite know. And then 2, we don't want to rely on him to tell you that he has to go because everything is so fresh and he still requires a trainer. And then we do not want to go from the hour or maybe later. We want to stick with that timeline and do not divert from it.
Okay.
So we don't want to change it according to anything that's happened in particular. We want to stay with that hour. So we're not asking him, we're just telling him. You don't want to give him the option because as you have already found out, he'll tell you he doesn't want to.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, I think that was my whole question. I'd have to try it out and see if I have any questions from there.
Okay, and keep in mind, there is that opportunity for us to really get a deep dive. Some parents prefer to get that hour call because 5 minutes is just only the tip of the iceberg.
Right. Okay.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a good one.
You too.
For those parents who are interested in that hour call, what you want to do is you click on the LINKMIBIO and you want to click on the Discovery Call button. And that call will get you 1 hour with me. There's a lot that can happen in an hour. All I need is an hour to get you through that potty training process. That is really going to get that ball rolling. You'll be able to tell me everything about yourself and your child. You'll be able to ask me the unlimited questions, and you'll be able to get that feedback that you need and those recommendations. So when you're going through that process, you know exactly what it is you need to do. For those of you who are not able to do that 1 hour call, there is the opportunity to get yourself that step-by-step guide. It is a 6-page PDF that will change lives. Okay. And I do have a step-by-step guide for children on the spectrum. And in addition to that, that might be an opportunity to do that 1 hour call so that I can get all the details about your child. Okay. Because what you want and your goal is to give me all the information about everything that's going on with yourself, with your child, what your routine looks like, so that I can properly assess the situation and customize the plan for you. So when you get the step-by-step guide, there isn't an opportunity for me to customize a plan because you're reading a document. Is it enough for you to get through that process? It is. But what I also want you to understand is that one-on-one call is going to be what you need for me to get you through. Okay? Because you'll be able to get that feedback that you need. I sure appreciate my moderators, Kathleen and just Joe with the flow, to ease y'all mind just a little bit. I know I had a conversation with you, Joe, but Kathleen and Joe, I do not want y'all to worry yourself sick about answering all of the questions, because the goal is to either to get parents to come up in the box, or to be able to get that guide, or to book a session with me, because y'all gonna run yourselves ragged. So keep in mind, you want to take the time to tell parents to either come up in the box, get that guide, or to book a call so that they have different options. Because I see y'all be exhausted down there, and that's not the focus. Y'all are supposed to be, watching the chat, but y'all are Y'all got y'all wheels spinning, and I don't want to burn y'all out because that's not what this is. I don't want to burn y'all out. Y'all are here to help me navigate because I can't see all the questions down there. So I want parents to know what their options are. So you all are helping me navigate. Because if I could help a parent get through the potty training process in only 5 minutes, then we've met our goal. But let's keep it real, y'all. There's a lot of you, you know you need more than 5 minutes. So if you've came up here and you've got a question answered, but you still need assistance, you should be picking up that guide. Or we should see each other on the back end and getting that 1 hour down, getting that 1 hour down, because I don't want y'all to continue to be stressed in 2026. That's not what I want for y'all. Okay? So if you don't have the opportunity to get up in the box, your next option should be picking up that guide. And not to be like, oh, woe is me. That guide is going to be that game changer. I promise you. You just don't have the opportunity to ask questions. I appreciate you, Kathleen. And we're dwindling down on our last couple minutes, so we're not going to be taking any more calls today. But someone did ask if I was going to be uploading this recording to a podcast. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's going to be on one of the fives and on YT. So make sure y'all go over there and pick me up over there on those platforms. Okay? Make sure y'all pick me up on those platforms, because that is where you're going to be able to hear these recordings and the interactions between myself and those parents. So yeah, got to make sure we go to those other platforms so we can be a part of this entire podcast situation. So yes, I will be uploading this particular live today. Okay. And I will be back on tomorrow, and we will be in podcast fashion then. Okay. Thank y'all for clicking the follow button. I sure appreciate that. Thank you for tapping the screen. And thank y'all for lighting up my gift gallery today. It definitely warms my heart. It's early Christmas gifts for me. I appreciate you. And I'm glad that those who were able to be a part of these upcoming episodes were able to be a part of these upcoming episodes. I appreciate all of it. I like the direction that we're going, and I'm excited because I know it's going to do some things. I just know it. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for my gifts. Y'all know receiving gifts is my love language. I appreciate it. Thank you. Y'all know it is. I listen, I'm so excited about the direction that we're going in. I'm super pumped. That's like an understatement, but I'm super pumped. So keep in mind, parents, those of you who y'all have been crying, sliding down the bathroom wall. I do not want you to continue to slide down the bathroom wall. Oh, I was supposed to. Why didn't you tell me I was supposed to say yeehaw? Boy, I'll tell you the truth. You got to warn me about these things. Okay. Yeehaw! That was a good one. That was a good one. I liked the level of excitement that the hee-haw gave me. I feel like it was right on time when the hat was sitting on top and the mustache, appeared exactly where it needed to appear. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do. I appreciate all of the above. I just want y'all to take advantage of the opportunities that you all have in front of you. Where are my action takers? Where are my parents who have children on the spectrum that don't know where to turn? Because I want you to get the assistance that you need. I do not wish for you all to be in a space mentally or emotionally and do not know which way to navigate. I don't want that for you. Are there anybody in the chat that has children on the spectrum? If you are, put a 1 in the chat. Let's see who we labor amongst, because I'm only going to be on for a few more minutes, and I want to make sure that I'm able to assist my parents, because I've seen a lot of comments that were saying, well, what about my child? My child is on the spectrum, and I want to make sure that you know the assistance that's available to you. There's no one in here that have children on the spectrum, and there might be, but you all might be getting filtered. So let me just say this, because you might be getting filtered and I can't see your comment. that there is a step-by-step guide that I have that is a combo. I typically try to go several times a week, Tori. I try to go several times a week. It is a combo with my step-by-step guide, and it also comes with 6 additional pages of areas of concern that parents typically have in regards to their child being on the spectrum and potty training. So it's a very detailed step-by-step guide in regards to children being on the spectrum, and I want you all to take full advantage. So when you click on the LINKMIBIO, you want to go to digital products, and you want to go all the way down and click on the button that reads specific abilities. So Alima, how old is your child? Because I'm going to say 15 months. So Amber, how often are you taking your child, and what is your child wearing? Alima, you can go ahead and get started. So if you want to get started, now that you know that you can get started, if you need that guidance, you can either pick up my step-by-step guide, or you can book that 1-hour call with me so I can get your ball rolling. Because some of y'all, Amber, we want to rev that time frame up to 60, and we want to use potty training underwear. So if you want to pick up my guide or book that call with me, that way you know exactly which direction you might want to go in. Mm-hmm. Let's definitely get that started. If you need the guidance, my step-by-step guide is an option, or booking a call with me for an hour is definitely an option. I want that for you. I want my parents to win out here. Yeah, look, those multiple children let us know what to expect, don't they? They let us know this is not going to be easy by no means. They definitely like to let us know that. So I would like to thank you all today for participating in Potty Training Without Pressure. And again, this podcast is going to be uploaded to YT and one of those 5s. Okay, so make sure you go over there, find that page, and subscribe to them so you all who have missed it can tune in and hear the entire discussion. Okay, so before I get out of here, I want to thank my moderators for coming in, jumping in, assisting like you do. I appreciate the both of you. I want to thank my tappers. I like to thank anyone who's hit that follow button. I like to thank anyone who has lit up my gift gallery. I appreciate that. I like to thank anyone who has shared the live or reposted the live. I like to thank the parents that have come up and not be too nervous and scared about hitting that request button and coming up and having a conversation with me. And that will aid and assist you and your child getting through the potty training process. There's a lot of parents that really want to potty train, but they are, in addition to not knowing what to do, they are scared to make certain moves. So I like to take that time out just to commend you on taking a step forward, because there's a lot of parents that's like, so I just wanted to take that time out to thank you all. And I will be back on tomorrow around 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, around that time frame. And yes, we are doing another recording to upload for a podcast. So have your questions ready. And whatever you do, have a great and awesome day. I'll see you when you come back next time, Joe. Have a good one.